Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to take you through an EDA analysis of the repository of a dataset I've been working on. And yes, this is group 12E, and that's me. So during EDA analysis, we are trying to analyze our dataset and come up with relationships between them, determine the outliers and analysis and everything throughout. So we are using a data set that is from the United Nations, and it is predicting the revenue in different agencies. So the other data sets we had worked with this ImageNet that has a data set of very many images that are trained and are tested using CNN design and another framework. So those are the links you can go through and everything. And the other one we decided to go through it and perform EDA on it is the one of the UN. It is a financial data set that has information about different agencies, the amounts of revenue they are collecting, and the subtypes, the calendar year, and whatsoever. So if I am to share my code here right now here, this is the data set I have. I imported it and named it revenue. And just close this. Yes, I closed it. Okay, now this is the data set. It has columns of agency, calendar year, amount, subtype, and it is quite a huge data set of 35,000 plus rows and 6 columns. So we have been working with that. We imported it, and we can see that these are our columns that we have. So if I am to, I did some, let me go back here. So in EDA analysis, we have different steps. Let's start with importing libraries and whatsoever. Here you have our libraries that we are using for performing EDA analysis. Right here, you have pandas, you have NumPy, you have matplotlib, quite a number of them. So after importing the libraries, we briefly also import our data set that we are going to work with, data types and everything, and missing values. So as we have done it here, so continuing ahead, I did some data analysis here and on our data set, finding out information such as whether we have null objects, but as you can see here, we don't have any null objects on our data set. All cells are taken up with information. Exactly. So going ahead here, since we don't have missing values, we didn't have to handle that. We have to go ahead and determine if we have outliers in our data set. So after and as well determining outliers, we have to visualize our data set. So as well visualizing, you had to try to come up with graphs, box plots, line curves, and whatsoever to determine outliers in our data set. And as you can see, we have this is one of the graphs that is showing the distribution of agencies. As you can know, in UN, we have different agencies. We have quite a number of different agencies that work with the UN and the count of them. So as you can see, here we have relationships. I'm going to zoom in right there. Just a minute. Yes, this is the relationship we have realized on our data set of the amount of revenue collected over different years. So as you can see, starting from 2012, 2014, 2016, 2022, the amount of revenue by all the different agencies collected in the UN has been quite decreasing. At the time, it actually increased and decreased. So, and there's also another analysis that we determined here, the proportion of the subtype name in a pie chart. So here we have the different subtypes of in our data set, we have different subtypes of what? Of the revenue collected. Let's say it is a single agency, funds, in kind, earmark contributions, quite a number. So moving ahead, yeah, we went ahead to determine different types of plots. This is a bar graph showing the distribution amount and the frequency. Yeah, quite a number of different graphs that we have had here. Now here, we have the distribution of amount by agency. As you can see, we have outliers in our data set. Here we have different outliers all over, and this is where the most of the amount by agency is really is is compact. So yes, we do have outliers and we have to work with that and find over outliers. So moving forward, yes, we are there. Yes, so after documenting our findings, we had to go ahead and perform testing and training of our models. So in our data set here, we used the linear regression model to train our model, test it, and evaluate it whether we have errors and whether it is really a model we can work with. So as you can see, we have revenue. So I have cough and terrible flu. You have to permit me. Since you have to permit me to use a mask, I don't want to spread it around. So yes. So yes, yeah, we trained our data set using linear regression model and tested the values. We came up with a mean absolute error of quite a big number, but I'm still working on that. But this is the mean absolute error. And when we try to test our model, continuing ahead, trying to test our model, and this is what we get.